What's going on, everybody? My name is Poor Unboxings. My name is Patrick from Poor's Unboxings, as you know, and I'm going to be reviewing a very special pickup that I got a couple days ago, only for $15. SummerSlam 2002, Rock versus Brock. And I have a special guest at this time. What's up, man?
Donnie Langston.
And Donnie, since I rewatched this for the second time about a couple days ago, I have the insert.
And so do I.
Perfect. And
but while we're on the insert, it doesn't say everything that actually is going on the pay-per-view. If you noticed.
No, I did not notice.
Because I actually got it written out of everything that is going on with interviews and everything.
Okay. Oh yeah, I think it's on the back. I think the post match.
No, it's on the actual pay-per-view itself.
Okay. Well, I believe this is quoting DVD Freak, one of the best SummerSlams out there to go pick up.
It's actually my favorite SummerSlam of all time.
It is mine too, man. And I just picked this up. I watched it once before, and I was amazed. First, you have a great opening match
of Kurt Angle and Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm. And apparently, Kurt Angle doesn't know where to look, and jumping out the sky onto the ropes, you have Rey Mysterio.
Yep.
Coming out, probably doing a 619, his finishing move. They didn't finish the match.
Yep.
But then you have a match that I would never have thought. Ric Flair versus Chris Jericho, the former AEW champion.
Well, we should also mention that with Kurt Angle versus Rey Mysterio, that Kurt Angle would eventually win by submission.
Yep.
And then after that, we had a backstage segment of with Stephanie McMahon wanting to overtop Eric Bischoff of the Raw General Manager, and eventually meeting Eric and the office that they would eventually share for the rest of the night.
Mm-hmm.
Then Chris Jericho versus Ric Flair.
That's a match that I wanted for a long time, and I thought I would never get that. Essentially, at the Royal Rumble with Vince McMahon and Ric Flair. So, but what are your thoughts on the match?
Great match. A match that I thought would never happen at the time. And of course, the winner of the match would have been Ric Flair by submission.
Rip Hulkamania.
Yeah, just Rip Hulkamania was just advertising for, I believe, Hulk Still Rules DVD, and then of course that kind of leads into Paul Heyman motivating Brock Lesnar.
I have three favorite matches of the night, and this is one of them. Edge versus Eddie Guerrero. Great feud.
And my second and third favorite superstars of all time going at it.
And I loved their match on SmackDown better than this match.
So did I.
With the no disqualification match.
There's only one bad thing that happened in that no disqualification match, and that was Edge's neck injury.
Oh, that started. I didn't know that.
And then, of course, going into Eddie Guerrero and Edge, and if you want to talk about it, I can go ahead and reveal the winner.
Yeah, go ahead.
Edge would win by pinfall.
Yeah, and then I think this would go into 2 years later as your WWE champion Eddie Guerrero.
Yep.
Over season never ends. I never heard of that. What are your thoughts on that?
To me, it's just stupid. It was just a stupid commercial saying, trying to say that more or less the NFL season never ends, or any NFL or other sports never ends, but the WWE season never ends. And then we eventually go into an interview where it was Jonathan Korchman interviewing the Un-Americans of being Christian and Lance Storm.
All right. And then we would go into the match with Lance Storm and Christian versus Booker T and Goldust. Now, I didn't watch this match like I should have.
I did. It wasn't a no 5-star match, but it was perhaps a 2.5-star match. And the Un-Americans, Christian and Lance Storm, would eventually get the pinfall.
And as I see on the insert, you get Christian and Lance Storm hitting the two chairs together and Goldust ducking.
And say, yeah, that's basically what happened in the match. But after the match, there was Jamie Noble and Nydia going around the world. What, did you watch that?
I tried to, I couldn't.
See, it's basically Jamie Noble won the got a inheritance money from a relative, and he him and Nydia went around the world buying all stuff, all these things. And after that, we got Eric Bischoff and Stephanie McMahon talks who's on top.
Yeah. And then
the Intercontinental Championship match in between Chris Benoit versus Rob Van Dam.
And I liked the Jeff Hardy versus Rob Van Dam in 2001. I didn't really understand the Intercontinental Championship match here.
It was a great match, but it just didn't make no sense to have Ron Van Dam versus Chris Benoit.
No, and I know that the Edge versus Eddie Guerrero match was fantastic, but then you have the Eddie Guerrero versus Chris Benoit and one last stand, or one night stand in 2005. So that transitioned into that.
We eventually would have Rob Van Dam winning by pinfall. And here is your new Intercontinental Champion, Rob Van Dam.
And then the match I couldn't even watch.
Actually, before that match, we had a Eric Bischoff and Stephanie McMahon talking about the Intercontinental Championship. Because it was transitioned from SmackDown to back to Raw.
All right. Wow, you're right. This insert is crap. Got that right. And then the match that I think it was Biker Taker versus Test.
Yeah. Great match, in my opinion. If I had to give it a star rating, it would have to be 3.5 stars.
Same here. And then
Undertaker would get the win by pinfall.
Is there anything after that match besides the match of the night?
There's before the next segment is the WWE ShopZone.com commercial,
which I think that's better than WWE Shop. I don't know why they would take it to WWE Shop and not leave the Zone part. That was just stupid.
I guess to make it shorter.
Yeah, I believe.
Instead of having a extra word, they just wanted to make it one the 3 letters plus 1 word, and that's it.
And then you have, in my opinion, the match of the night.
My favorite match from the night.
Shawn Michaels versus Triple H in a non-sanctioned match. I'm gonna give it a B plus or a B.
I had to give it an A plus. This is for me, it's one of my favorite matches of all time.
Yeah, that's mine too.
And Shawn Michaels would get the win by pinfall.
You have the ref. I think it was. I don't want to say the wrong name, but I think it was Earl Hebner or something like that.
Earl Hebner.
Yep. You have him push Triple H around in the match.
Yep. Kind of not letting Triple H bully him around.
And then you have at the end of the night, you have Triple H batter
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels in the head with the sledgehammer. And then you have Shawn Michaels going on to win the World's Championship at Survivor Series and then do a 3 Stages of Hell match.
Yep.
So, and then
after that match, we had a commercial for to get the F out because at this time they was lost a losing effort in the lawsuit with the World Wildlife Foundation over the initials of WWF, so they switched over to WWE.
Yep.
And then after that, we had a segment where of Howard Finkel bragging about him being the greatest announcer of all time.
Which he is.
Which he is.
Rest in peace.
Yep.
But this segment made no sense.
No. Say, if I'm not mistaken, you recently watched it, didn't you?
Huh?
You recently watched SummerSlam, right?
Yeah.
Who came out? I forget. Somebody came out, made their entrance before the person that I was about to say.
Trish Stratus, I think, made her
entrance. Yeah, Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus came out and to distract Howard Finkel to eventually having Lillian Garcia kicking Howard Finkel right dead in the center of the crotch.
Yeah, this segment made no sense at all. But I watched it, which I should have just went to the main event and just said, screw it, I'm done.
And next we have the main event for the WWE Undisputed Championship. Brock Lesnar with Paul Heyman versus the champion, The Rock.
Now,
Now,
I like Brock Lesnar at this time.
That's what I was about to say. I may hate Brock Lesnar, but I hate, like I told the DVD freak off film, I like the 2002 to 2004 Brock Lesnar, but I hate the 2012 to present Brock Lesnar.
Now, I love Paul Heyman, but Paul Heyman had his nose right in this match at all times. I'm saying to myself, Paul Heyman, get off the apron. Just get off the apron. I mean, my God.
And say, even at this time, Brock Lesnar did not need help to win a match. So what? So really, what does Brock or why does Paul Heyman need to be anywhere up on the ring? I can understand maybe outside to give Brock Lesnar advice, maybe, but being up on the apron, nah.
Nope. You have Brock Lesnar going for the rock bottom. Then you have Brock Lesnar reaching the Holy Grail, the WWE Undisputed Championship,
which he won by pinfall.
But then you have a match before SummerSlam, as you see in the extras, which I still have to watch.
Wait, I seen it was Brock Lesnar versus Hollywood Hulk Hogan from SmackDown on August 8th, 2002. It was a decent match. It wasn't as good as Brock's match with The Rock.
And as you can see on the insert on the back, you have Eddie, Edge, the Rock Bottom, and then you have the classic moment of Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Now, going back to the Shawn Michaels versus Triple H feud, there's only 3 matches that I like of these two. This match, the Armageddon match, and the Royal Rumble in 2004. I hate the Bad Blood match in 2004.
I actually love that match.
I love it to consent. I hate that it went very long.
Yeah, it went like over 40 minutes. I think it should have went under 40 minutes. I think it should have been like 30 minutes.
Yeah. But besides that, I like the match. But this is great. TV 14 is where it should be.
Yeah, like I said before, TV 14 is great, but if they take risks with.
Yeah. Headshots weren't banned, or chair shots to the head. As I said, we will have a rant video coming up soon about the chair shots to the head being banned. And I know that the chair shots to the head were banned probably because of Chris Benoit about to die of it because of the headbutts.
All the concussions that he had, if you want to get technical.
Yeah. But we will have that rant video we'll save that for another day. And this has been SummerSlam 2002 review and done. And you can get this on eBay for $13, $15. And guys, if you don't want to buy this new, well, if you want to buy it new, it costs $60, but I got mine for $15. So
Actually, got mine for about $9.
see that? Great deal for a great pay-per-view. And this has been Poor's Unboxings.
And Donnie Langston.
And do you have any final thoughts on this? Any final thoughts on this DVD?
Great pay-per-view.
And an A+ in my book.
I give it a A++ in my opinion.
And August 25th, 2002. I think this match changed the world. For Lesnar.
Yeah, for Lesnar.
And then he had to leave in 2004 because of football.
Yep.
All right, guys. This has been Poor Unboxings with Donnie Langston. And we are signing off. Bye, guys.